Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with yet another video of the Arizona Sports Fan. Thank you so very much for tuning in, guys. I really do appreciate it. Now, if you have not yet already read the title of this live stream, is being that Josh Rosen is now a member of the San Francisco 49ers. Now, I just made a video this morning about the preview going on, Arizona Cardinals versus the San Francisco 49ers, the matchup that we're having this weekend. And come to find out that Nick Mullins, their quarterback, after Jimmy Garoppolo ended up getting hurt, Nick Mullins is also going through surgery. I think something happened within his body. I forgot what part had to do, but he might be going into surgery. So what they're saying was CJ Beathard was probably going to get the start. And now news came out and shocked the entirety of the world, being that Josh Rosen was now signed by the San Francisco 49ers, taking him from the Buccaneers practice squad and now a member of the San Francisco 49ers. Now, this to me is insane. I want to say up front right now, I feel bad about Josh Rosen. I really 100% do. I don't think he got a fair opportunity anywhere he went with the Arizona Cardinals. And also with the the Miami Dolphins that we ended up trading him for that second round pick. I don't feel like he really got a fair chance, being that his career was what it is. So news that came out finally right now is that he is going to be playing for the San Francisco 49ers. Now, is he going to start? That's the big question here. Now, I think the information that we were given was that CJ Beathard is going to start this weekend. But I've seen this multiple times before, guys. I've seen this multiple times before, being that if a quarterback doesn't do great in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, we could possibly very well see Josh Rosen come in and play against the Arizona Cardinals. Now, that to me right there is absurd. It's crazy. I just cannot imagine Josh Rosen going against the Arizona Cardinals, being that he's going to go against Kyler Murray. I don't know. This whole situation is just really weird to me. I never thought that we were going to play Josh Rosen again, and we might not. We still might not play Josh Rosen this weekend. It's going to be CJ Beathard is what they're telling us at this very moment. But, a lot of things just change in a drop of a hat. We might have some sort of injury by, CJ Beathard that's going to happen. But who knows? But as of right now, that is the news that is coming out right now, that Josh Rosen did get signed up by the San Francisco 49ers. Now, I'm really excited to hear what you guys have to say. This is the main reason why I wanted to do a live stream and not just a video about this. Now, I wanted to wait till these hours of the day just so we can have a conversation. If you guys want to get on the show, maybe we can kind of get you on the show and get your take on the whole matter, the whole Josh Rosen. Did he have a fair opportunity? Do you not care? Do you think that he's going to get his, comeback? Do you think this is the team that's really going to elevate his career? Because like I said a little earlier here, I really do feel bad. I feel bad for Josh Rosen. I honestly do. So here's the truth of the matter, guys. Let's take it to the comments here. I think that everybody is pretty much in awe of this whole situation, being that Josh Rosen did get picked up by the San Francisco 49ers. So, guys, let me know right now. Drop a like on this video. Make sure that you smash that like button. It helps out the channel grow tremendously. I will read the comments here. Anything that has to do with Josh Rosen, I will read it on here. Obviously, it needs to be appropriate. I'm not going to read anything on here that has cuss words. But let's go ahead and get started here. Let's read some questions onto the chat here, and let's see what you guys have to say. Let's start off with Rain saying, crazy news to hear. I wasn't expecting that, and he hardly started the game to take over. Yeah, just to kind of talk a little bit about this here, I'm right there with you, Rain. I didn't see this coming either personally, but here's the truth of the matter. I think that the 49ers are going through the motions. I don't think they want Jimmy Garoppolo. I think that they want to part ways with him, whether it's going to be trading him, whether it's going to be releasing him. I just don't think that the Jimmy Garoppolo and San Francisco 49ers, that relationship, I think it turns sour, being that he's hurt again. Now, I know there's also a whole issue with Richard Sherman and the 49ers. Whatever happens to that scenario, we'll see what happens. But Jimmy Garoppolo, being that the quarterback that he is, I don't think that they want him for the future, personally. Now, I don't have any inside information on the 49ers or anything like that, but that's just kind of the way that everything's looking at right now. So let's keep on reading onto the comments here. ALS Main. How you feel bad for Rosen? He's the enemy, and we must destroy anyone who gets in our path to winning a Super Bowl. So it's nothing to do with enemy, in my personal opinion. I think I care more for him as a person. Now, I don't know him personally. I really don't. And he doesn't know me personally. But I just think that being that he got drafted by an Arizona Cardinal, being that he was the Arizona Cardinals quarterback 1 year, I have some sort of sympathy for the guy as a player, being that I don't think he got a fair chance in the NFL, being that we were a struggling team as the Arizona Cardinals, and now he got switched over to another struggling or a rebuilding team in the Miami Dolphins. There was no set team for a quarterback to come and try to be savior, trying to be hero. He just wasn't given the best opportunity. So I see where you're coming from, ALS Maine, but also I want to take this approach a completely different way. I see what you're saying. If we're going against him, I'm not going to say, oh, Josh Rosen has the upper hand. I'm not saying that at all. Kyler Murray is my quarterback, and that's the way I feel about it, but it still doesn't negate the fact that what the Arizona Cardinals did to Josh Rosen wasn't right. Like, it was actually pretty messed up. Now, am I happy with what we did? Yeah, I am. But still, the truth of the matter here is that it was a sicky, not a really good situation at all. So let's keep on reading to the comments here. Let's keep reading what everybody else has to say. We have, let's see here, Rosen is accurate quarterback when he has an actual line. Yeah, and I agree with you right there, man. I completely agree with you. I'm curious to find out what he's going to look like in another team. He's kind of like that quarterback right now, being that this is barely his third year in the NFL. This is going to be his third team. No, I'm sorry, fourth team now, being that the Buccaneers, he was in the practice squad. So I guess I can count that being that, but he's been passed around so many different times. I want him to succeed. I want him to have a fair chance of an opportunity for a team. For him to get a fair opportunity in the NFL. And I think the 49ers might be that opportunity. Who knows, though? But they can very well just keep him in their own practice squad. They can maybe definitely downgrade him just for this game specifically. I don't think the 49ers want to win any other games, but I don't really think that they have any other option right now. They had to sign Josh Rosen because they're rolling with CJ Beathard right now. They don't know what's happening with Jimmy Garoppolo. Nick Mullins needs to get surgery. So I think Josh Rosen was kind of picked up because obviously it's a need within that organization because they need a backup quarterback, but also, you know what I mean? I think the big name being out there being that Josh Rosen, and because he has ties to the Arizona Cardinals, it is definitely a cause for concern. And I wanted to talk about it. I want to hear what you guys have to say. What is your personal opinion on the matter here? So let's go ahead and keep reading on to the comments. We have a gamer saying not Rosen's fault, and I'm right there with you too. I know there's a lot of people that really feel different and indifferent about him, saying that he's the enemy. He's going to be the person that we need to be, and I agree with you. I completely agree with you. If it comes down to Josh Rosen and Kyler Murray, I'm going to say Kyler Murray all the way, 110%, but doesn't negate the fact that he didn't get a fair chance is what I'm just trying to say. All right, let's go ahead and keep reading here. We have Raphael in the house saying, that would be a good storyline for the media if Rosen plays and beats the Cardinals. Yes. Can you imagine? Now, I don't think this is going to happen. I really don't think that this is going to happen, but I think it's a good storyline for Rosen versus Kyler Murray, the revenge game for Josh Rosen, in kind of a nutshell to begin with, because, everybody loves a revenge story. Everybody wants to hear a team or, a player that didn't work out for this team but wants to get revenge on the team that drafted him. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to hear that story, and I think it's kind of a perfect storm going on right here. But the word and the news that we're hearing so far is going to be CJ Beathard. Like, that's what we're hearing, that CJ Beathard is going to start. Now, is he going to continue the rest of the game? Who knows? That's what we're going to have to figure out this coming Saturday. So, guys, really excited about this. We do got our first super chat in the house. We got Albert in the house. Thank you so very much for a super chat. He says, this is going to be crazy if it does happen. Oh, let me give you a quick dab, my friend. Thank you so very much, Albert. I appreciate the super chat. But he says, yes, this is going to be crazy if it does happen. I would love to see Josh Rosen versus Kyler Murray. That would be insane for a revenge game for Josh Rosen to play the Cardinals. Man, this would be crazy. If anybody wants any eyes on a Saturday game, now I get this game is really weird because I think they're only streaming on Amazon Prime. I don't like that. I don't get why we're only streaming on Amazon Prime now, because we live in Arizona. I don't know if they're going to play it on a different channel either. I'm going to keep my eyes out, and I'll keep you guys in the loop as well. Sometimes when they do that, they also play it on channel 15, which is like channel ABC, or I even saw it on like, I forgot what that other channel is called, like My 45 or something like that. I'll keep you guys in the loop to see if there's any other way to watch this 49er Arizona Cardinal game, because if it's just streaming on Amazon Prime, that would be a bummer. Like I do not like that to begin with, but we'll see what exactly happens here. Now, if you don't live in Arizona, that's another situation here. That's going to be the terrible part. But we also have Albert in the house saying Fox. I don't know. That would be cool. If we are in Arizona, then that would be awesome. That would make sense. And I think if it's somebody that doesn't like live in Arizona, they probably won't get it on Fox, like the people that are going to be, in Arizona, obviously. But the biggest story that's out here right now is going to be none other than Josh Rosen now being a member of the San Francisco 49ers. Thank you so very much for clarifying that, Albert. I will keep my eyes peeled and make sure that it is available on Fox for you guys to watch as well. I might be hosting another watch party, but make sure you keep in tune, and I'll let you guys know if the watch party will happen. Let's keep on reading to the comments here. I want to keep reading what you guys have to say. We have Lynn Orr saying scary game this Saturday, #watch party. And that's exactly what I'm telling you guys. I think we might do another watch party, but I will know maybe by Thursday or Friday that a for sure thing if we're going to do that for sure. So let's keep on reading to the comments. I'm super curious to figure out what you guys have to say. Maybe not only just for the, this Josh Rosen, but if you guys heard of anything else, any other players that won't be available to play, I would definitely love to know that as well. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. And if you'd like to, we can also talk a little bit playoffs. Couldn't the Cardinals go to the playoffs and all that different stuff? We can say that for a little later on, but I'm just super curious to figure out what you guys have to say. Albert is coming in clutch with another super chat, my friend. Let me give you another quick dab. Thank you so very much, my friend. I appreciate that. How will we clinch the playoffs? The only way that we can actually clinch the playoffs is if we win this game, and for some crazy reason the Bears lose against the Jaguars. Now, the Jaguars are in prime spot to get Trevor Lawrence. Do I think they're going to lose? I don't think that they will lose against the Bears, but we've seen crazier things happen. We've seen the Jets beat the Rams. We've seen the Bengals beat the Steelers. So, any given Sunday is what I like to say, but that would really be the only way that we can clinch this spot and not having to worry about the last week in this in this regular season, being that we do beat the San Francisco 49ers and the Jaguars end up beating the Bears, but I don't think that's going to happen. But that's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and keep reading to the comments here. Anybody else have anything else to say about Josh Rosen and how crazy, how nuts this is that we are seeing this in a possible revenge game here? We do have, let's see here, Ernesto saying sorry for being late and like and subscribe. No, you're good, Ernesto. Thank you so very much for being here. I appreciate you. We got Jeff McClure saying, I like the watch party. It made me feel like I had a friend. No, that's cool. Awesome. And I honestly really, really enjoyed having the watch party as well. We might do it more. That would be definitely something that I'll keep you guys in the loop. I know a lot of you guys were in there. There was over 300 people just hanging out, chilling, and everybody was just kind of hanging out and watching. So I really definitely liked it. Mark Jackson saying, smash that like button. Perfect. Yes. If you guys can do me one big favor, please definitely smash that like button. It helps me out, the channel grow, and everything else out there. So definitely do what you guys got to do here. We do got another one here. Drago Sparks saying Josh Rosen versus Kyler Murray. Like, just even thinking that just sounds insane to me. Like, who would have thought? Like, what if Josh Rosen does work in the San Francisco 49ers? Let's just live in a scenario base here. Like, what if he does play good and he does become a quarterback that they have their eyes on? Because let's be honest here, if they do get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo, if the San Francisco 49ers no longer want Jimmy Garoppolo, they're left with Nick Mullins and they're left with CJ Beathard. Now, I don't know their contracts and when they're getting let go, so forgive me, I'm not a 49ers fan. But if Josh Rosen does work out for him, how insane would that be for Josh Rosen to be their quarterback, and also kind of getting that whole situation where Kyler Murray versus Josh Rosen. Now, everybody's going to automatically say Josh Rosen's a bust. I don't know. It's hard not to put him in that category, but I also do 100% feel like he really didn't get the opportunity to succeed in any team. That's just personally. Albert, did you get your DeAndre Hopkins jersey? I was actually going to get it today. I ended up getting a I ended up getting a hat. I ended up getting a hat from the Arizona Cardinals, which is one of my hats that I've been wanting to get for quite some time. It's got the Arizona State logo, like the Arizona State, and it's got the Cardinal in there. It's like solid black. I have yet to put it in my case right here, so I'm just kind of waiting to get everything situated and everything going. So the studio will be up and rolling like 100%, probably in a week or two. I thought I was going to get it up a lot sooner. I just didn't kind of have the time, so I apologize about that in advance, guys. We do got another super chat in the house. We got Lost in Reverence in the house. Bro, thank you so very much. I appreciate the super chat. They say, how do you think Josh Rosen will do with an offensive guru of a head coach in Kyle Shanahan? 2 of his 3 previous NFL head coaches were first-time and first-year head coaches. This is a great question, a fantastic question. Let me just take a quick sip of water here real quick, and I will answer that. If he does succeed with any team, I feel like he would have succeeded with the Bucs and the 49ers. Now, obviously, the Buccaneers, we have Tom Brady there. They're not going to sit Tom Brady down unless he retires. Now, they kept Josh Rosen there as a contingency plan. I think that Bruce Arians likes what he has in, he likes what he's seen with Josh Rosen. He can definitely, kind of groom him to see whatever he has. And if it works out, then he works out. But 49ers, being that they picked him up from the practice squad and now they have the rights to Josh Rosen and putting them on their 53-man roster, I think any chance that he has to succeed would be a very, very good chance here with the San Francisco 49ers. I like Kyle Shanahan as much as a division rival can like a head coach, to be 100% honest with you, but I do respect him. I think that he's taken his organization in a right direction. The only problem is that they had so many injuries. They had injuries after injuries after injuries, and then also not to mention the whole thing that's going on currently right now. There were so many different test positives for this that they just could never get the right people on. And not to even mention George Kittle can't stay on the field. Jimmy Garoppolo couldn't stay on the field. They were going through a carousel of wide receivers at one point. Deebo Samuel probably only played like 3 to 4 games, maybe 5 games tops in this season. And that really takes a toll in your offense. And then not even to mention on the defensive side of the ball, Nick Bosa getting, hurt is a big, big blow to that team. So they really kind of got into a situation where, man, it wasn't a good look for them at all. So let's keep on reading to the comments. But I do think he can succeed with San Francisco 49ers if he goes out there and obviously if he gets out there and he gets put in there because CJ Beathard is like really struggling and he gets put out there. I'm not saying that Josh Rosen is going to be the savior within these last 2 games. Not saying that at all. He might have to take a offseason, a training camp to really get the scheme down from Kyle Shanahan. But honestly, I think he can succeed as long as they can give him the time to develop. I think he could be a very promising quarterback. But that's just kind of my personal opinion on the whole matter. We got Papa Smurf in the house saying like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, perfect. Thank you so very much. Yes, do that. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing to the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. Like to go ahead and just build out a community with you guys, all the diehard Arizona Cardinal fans, and just Arizona sports in general. If you're just joining us tonight, we had another live stream earlier today, about 20-30 minutes ago, with our guy Suns Geek, who's a big Phoenix Suns fan, and we're going to get him more on a usual basis. So we'll basically get a time for him every week to check in with the Suns, to see what happens, and to pick his brain. So I'm really excited about that and what the progression of this channel is going to be from here on out. Let's keep on reading to the comments, though. I'm really super stoked what you guys have to say. We got Joshua Aranda saying Kyler's better. Yes, I agree. Definitely agree. I don't like yes, I completely agree. Kyler was definitely the right choice. He's definitely more explosive. Completely 100% agree. Show us your hat. So I have a hat that's right here. I'm always terrible at pointing here. Right here. The new hat that I ended up getting was right here. Let me just grab it real quick. This is the new hat that I ended up getting. So it still has its stickers. All right. I had to take the sticker off here. So this is the new hat that I ended up getting today. I love this hat. Like I was always eyeballing this hat here. It's got the Arizona Cardinals back here and then the Cardinal logo. I love this thing. So I ended up just getting this one today. I'm going to put it in my showcase. I'll probably be rocking with it a couple different times. So this is the newest edition that I ended up getting. I'm going to put it in here a little later on. But my rest of my hats are in my closet. I might have to showcase it here once I'm done with my studio, so I'm just kind of really excited about it. But let's go ahead and keep reading onto the comments. We have another comment that I do want to go ahead and read. Prison Mike saying 9 mistakes in front of me. That's hilarious. So Prison Mike, go ahead and said 9 mistakes in front of me. And if you guys don't know what he's talking about, basically that's the quote that Josh Rosen said. And it's funny because I remember when he said that in the draft, I was really excited. I was like, whoa, I love his competitive nature, but it's just, it just didn't translate on the field. Now, whether you want to say he just didn't have enough time or, whatever it is, but yes, he definitely said that, and he kind of doesn't, I think he regrets saying it at this point, 110%. Let's keep on reading to the comments here. We have Daily Highlight saying Gardick is a game time decision this week. Yeah, I'll look into it a little bit more. I don't really like kind of basing a lot of stuff early in the week, being that it's just Tuesday today. I'll look into it maybe Thursday or even Friday's injury report to kind of base on a decision. I think he'll play personally. I honestly heard that, DeAndre Hopkins is on every injury report possible, especially in towards the end of the week, but he's always out there just because I honestly don't think he likes to play. Kevin Jordan saying bust alert. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Here's the truth of the matter. And I think that everybody has that same type of mentality where it's like, yeah, it's not that nobody likes Josh Rosen. It's just that we got a good Kyler Murray right now. So we're trending in the right direction for this Arizona Cardinal team. It's just the truth of the matter that Josh Rosen kind of was the guy that we replaced with our, future franchise quarterback at this point. We do got a awesome guy here. I just saw you, BKS boy. What's up, dude? Thank you so very much for being on the stream, my friend. It says Kyler 4 touchdowns this weekend, calling it. Perfect, man. I really hope so, man. I have Kyler Murray in my fantasy football league, so if he can go ahead and do that for me, that would be amazing. That would put me a step in the right direction. But yes, that would be awesome. So shout out to BKS boy if you're looking for any gaming, any game type of games. This guy's the channel for you to watch. He also puts some Cardinal content, Madden content when he's playing for the Arizona Cardinals. Really awesome and entertaining. Definitely recommend you checking him out. We have Pat Snipe Z saying Kyler Murray's first Pro Bowl selection. Yes, sir. Yeah, I did hear that the Pro Bowls was made, and it was Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, as well as Budda Baker. Now, that's amazing. That's super cool. I'm happy with it. The only situation is that, when it comes to Pro Bowls, to me, I can live with or without him. I don't like the Pro Bowl. I don't like watching it. I honestly find it boring. I don't care about it. I honestly don't. That's just my personal opinion about it. All I care about is the Lombardi. That's the only thing I care about. And MVP. Obviously, the MVP is really important to me too. But Pro Bowl, I feel like it's kind of it's a popularity contest, bottom line. That's what it is. And it's just it's all right to me. All right, let's keep on reading on to the comments here below. We have Namarin Lewis saying, do you think we have a chance at the Super Bowl? I feel like the Super Bowl right now is a little bit too much to achieve right now. I don't think so, guys, because we got to get through the Green Bays, the Saints. Tampa Bay might be a strong contender too. I honestly don't think that they will be, but the Saints and Green Bay are going to be really tough teams to get through. I don't think so. I could be wrong though. I definitely could be wrong. I just want to hit playoffs. That's all I want to do, baby steps at this point. But that's exactly what I'm looking into right now. All right, let's keep on reading into the comments here. We have Seth Carpenter. What's up, my dude? How you doing? Saying, Kyler, 5 touchdowns for the Los Angeles Rams. Also, we deserve the Pro Bowl this upcoming year. So let's fist pump this game against the Niners and the Los Angeles Rams. Yep, we're going to end our season here with the 49ers, which I think could be a winnable game. The only one that I'm really, really concerned with is going to be the Rams game, being that Sean McVay has this big streak against the Cardinals when he's been the head coach of the Los Angeles Rams. And if the Bears end up beating the Jaguars and they ended up beating the Green Bay Packers, I don't know. There's a panic mode that's going to go on to me here. Not going to lie to you here. I might have to worry a little bit about that whole situation. But 1 week at a time, let's get through what we need to get through right now. We all probably are going to be Jaguars fans. Let's be 110% honest here. This coming week, Jaguars fans all the way right now. So let's keep on reading to the comments. We have JV saying Rosen's revenge game. Yeah, man, that we've been saying this here from the stream. Yeah, his revenge game if he gets an opportunity. Right now, we're looking like CJ Beathard is going to be the guy that's in there. But I have seen it before, and I'm not going to sit here and say it's not going to happen again. Where if CJ Beathard struggles, we might see Josh Rosen, and that would be actually kind of cool to see. Hugo Molina says, do you think the Cards had a bad coach? Oh, yeah, 100%, 110%. Steve Wilkes, nothing personally to him as a person, but the Mike McCoy offensive coordinator, man, and Steve Wilkes as a head coach, it just was bad, man. It was bad to begin with. I don't think he had a fair chance, and I'm going to be the first person to say that right now. I don't think Josh Rosen had a fair chance. With the Cardinals, he got traded to the Dolphins, and I don't think Flores wanted him. I think he had his eye on Tua Tagovailoa this whole time. So he never really had a fair chance, too. The moment he messed up, a few different times, they ended up just pulling him from the game and ended up putting, Fitzpatrick in there. So I don't know. I just don't think he got the right opportunity to succeed in the NFL, if I can be completely honest with you. But to your question, Hugo, yes, I do not think that Steve Wilkes was a good coach. No attack to him personally, but just as a head coach, it's a tough job. It really is a tough job. We got Luis Rendon saying we got to pay attention to the Titans-Packers game because if the Packers lose, then the game versus the Bears will be important for them. Yes, you're 100% right. So we are Jaguars fans and Titans fans this weekend. Now, the Titans have a lot to prove, too. The Titans are not a slouch of a team. The Titans are a very, very good team, especially with King Henry back there, man. This guy is going to run through that Green Bay defense. Yeah. So I really do hope that the Titans can pull it off because you're right. If they beat the Green Bay Packers, which I can see happen, I definitely can see happen, especially with how the Titans can slow down a game with Henry. Let's just hope that the Titans win and the Jaguars win. That's all I can say going on here now. But let's keep on reading to the comments here. Tino Meza says, do we need new uniforms? I know during the off season, I made a few videos about, the different art uniforms that were out there, just kind of my reaction. I would love to get new uniforms personally, but as of right now, my mind is just playoffs. Like that's the only thing I can think of right now. So during the offseason, we'll probably hit that back again because, everybody kind of likes new thread. So, yeah, I would love it. But right now, my mind says just playoffs. Let's keep on reading to the comments here. You got Primetime 2006 saying, do you think Larry's going to get another touchdown? I hope so, man. I love when Larry Fitzgerald's involved. Let's be honest. Larry Fitzgerald is and always will be the face of this organization as long as he's there. So we got 2 super chats in the house back to back to back. Perfect. We got King Josh 4K, which this guy is coming in clutch all the time, saying Super Bowl, just saying, woo, can you really say that right? I don't know. I would love it. Let's be honest here, right? I would really like to get them a Super Bowl, and I think everybody would love that. But if you're calling it right now, man, we're always going to go back to this live stream and say, hey, remember when King Josh said we're going to go to the Super Bowl? We'll see, man. We never know. We do also got Mark Jackson in the house saying 1 video, 2 lives in 1 day. Did you work today? Cards 3510. Love it. No, I actually have Tuesdays off. So yeah, that's probably why, we're super involved today on Tuesday. I put out a video earlier this morning, which got so much traction. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys for watching it and smashing the like button on my preview Arizona Cardinals versus the San Francisco 49ers. I also did a collab with my guy Suns Geek earlier today. And then we got this video here, which is the breaking news that happened with Josh Rosen now going to the San Francisco 49ers. Let's keep on reading to the comments here, guys. If you would like to get your comment pinned and basically highlighted, all you need to do is super chat into the comments here below, and we'll guarantee that your comment will be read. If it's a question, we'll definitely go ahead and read that. We have LJB saying, did we cut Zane? No. As of right now, we did not cut Zane. I think we put him on a either the IR list, I think, right now. I think we're going to be rolling with Mike Nugent. I think that's what sincerely we're going to do. And if we're not doing that, then I can really question this front office coaching staff, because right now Mike Nugent has not done anything to doubt him. So I say let's continue to ride what he's doing right now. He's been perfect. So let's continue to ride that. But I do not think that we've cut Zane Gonzalez yet. Let's keep on reading to the comments here. Great question, though. Great question. We got Lost in Reverence back with another super chat. Let me give you another dab, my friend. Thank you so very much. Saying thoughts on Cliff Kingsbury. Earlier, when we had our 3-game stretch of, my goodness, what is going on with this offense, there was a little worrisome. I put a video out there saying, is Cliff Kingsbury, is he going to be our head coach going into the 2021 season? I said in that video, and I think by the title, a lot of people started freaking out and started yelling at me without watching the video. But what I said was, I think it's very important if we do ride with Cliff Kingsbury that we get him an experienced head coach. It's important. I think it's something that we definitely need an experienced offensive coordinator. I apologize. Because I think it's very important that he has somebody to lean on. Being a head coach, the time management, play calling, all this different stuff is put on Cliff Kingsbury. And this is only his 2nd year in the NFL. It's a lot to handle. So I think that's something that he needs to do is definitely get a experienced offensive coordinator to definitely back him up. Now, if you're going to ask me who's out there, I don't know. We'll have to wait for the offseason to really find out who's going to be available for the Arizona Cardinals if that's the route that they're going to take. But we do have another super chat, Ronnie Chavez. Thank you so very much. I'll give you a quick dab again, saying, love how Garlic and Reddick is playing lights out past 2 games and need to see Kyler run more. 50-plus yards, our percentage jumps up tremendously. Yes, 110%. You couldn't have said that better at all. The moment that we have Kyler Murray being versatile, being the player that we all love to see and watch him play, he plays lights out. Absolutely. We have a better chance with us. We have a better chance of winning when he does these things. The moment he's one-dimensional is kind of when our offense gets a little questionable, or kind of like a little head-scratching at that point. So 110% agree with you right here. We need to maintain the health of Kyler Murray, but we also kind of need to make sure that he's also available to run if need be. Now, I also do like what we've seen from Kyler Murray being under center. I think that's amazing. Even if it's 2, 3, 4 times during a game, it's definitely showing a different look to the defense, and it's really surprising them, and they don't really know what to do. Because one thing we can definitely do when we're under center is roll out of the pocket and do a bootleg. So it's something that's a work in progress for the Arizona Cardinals. I just love what we're doing so far. We got Lost in Reverence with another $1.99 donation. Bro, let me give you 2 of them. Thank you so very much. Do you think we need an offensive coordinator? Yes, absolutely. I definitely do. I think that is something that we need to look into. I think the reason why we didn't do it this coming year is because we got Cliff Kingsbury in. He was supposed to be this guru, this offensive guru that was going to elevate this team dramatically. But I think Cliff Kingsbury definitely needs somebody to help play calls and to kind of relieve some load as far as time management and all that different stuff to really think and evaluate what we're going to do on the next play. So yes, I definitely do think we should get an offensive coordinator for sure. Let's keep on reading to the comments. I really do. Definitely. Let's keep this up, though. This is definitely awesome. This has become a stream about, let's just talk Cardinals, man. And that's one thing I definitely love. Absolutely. I think the biggest news out there that's came out today is Josh Rosen now going to the San Francisco 49ers. Now, whether you say, hey, it's not that big of a deal, or if you're on the train saying, hey, this is a big deal because this is probably his opportunity to really show out. I want to ask you guys this real quick. Definitely put it in the comments below. Are you guys concerned? Put a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you're concerned about, or obviously thumbs up if you're concerned with Josh Rosen going to the 49ers, and then thumbs down on the comments. Don't thumbs down the video, but on the comments here, if you can just definitely just let me know in the comments below, or you can even just say yes or no, like if you're concerned or not. But I'm super curious to figure out what you guys have to say. That's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to make this stream here, because I'm curious to gauge where you guys are at in this whole pickup for the San Francisco 49ers. Let me tell you this one thing, though. Okay, so we're getting more thumbs down. We have Flying Turtle with a thumbs up. We got Humble Rumble, thumbs down. Jonathan, the artist, Cardinals fan, thumbs up. Isaac, thumbs down. Okay, so maybe, but most likely no. We got Dakota Bedard saying, I'm not sorry if I butchered that, I apologize, saying maybe. So it's kind of on the fence with the whole situation. But Joshua saying thumbs down, Mark Jackson saying thumbs down. We got Papa Smurf with this hang loose, is probably giving us the maybe kind of mentality. So yeah, that's great. I will definitely make a poll, Isaac. So Isaac saying make a poll. I will make a poll once this stream is over. So look out for that if you want to cast your vote on the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. Definitely look out for that. I will definitely do it because I'm curious to figure out what you guys have to say. All right, let's keep on reading to the comments here. This is good. This is definitely a good conversation for everybody here. All right, let's take a look here. K Vaughn saying, who's your favorite player on the Cards of all time? Ooh, man, that's a great question. And I think it's kind of a scapegoat. It's going to be. It's Larry Fitzgerald, man. I don't know another player that I've grown up watching. And then when started watching the Cardinals, that was who I tied into. So you got to keep in mind too, when I was really young watching the Cardinals, that was the player that I was like, my goodness, that's the face of the organization. So I have to say, I mean, I know there's also Pat Tillman. You know, he did amazing things for the Cardinals, and you know, the way his story is amazing. Definitely a great story. But if I would have to be completely honest, I would have to say Larry Fitzgerald. But I'm curious, what do you guys think? Definitely put it in the comments here. But I would definitely have to go with Larry. Let's keep on reading to the comments here and see what everybody else has to say. We got Rain back in the house saying the wins are important to the Cardinals, and now they have to play serious and no mistakes. Yes, 100% agree. 110% agree. Any chance that we had of any buffer, we lost all those buffers with losing against the Patriots, with losing against the Detroit Lions, with losing against teams that we should be beating. So, and that's something that they should really ponder about. And I would hate for the season to end not going to the playoffs. But we also got to take into consideration that the truth of the matter is it can very well happen that this can get taken out from under us. I don't want to think that way, but the Cardinals really need to step up. That's 110% here. We need to make sure that we do hit playoffs. We got Nick L with the super chat here, and probably one of the best super chats out there. Let me give you a quick dab here for that super chat, just saying Bears suck. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. I don't have faith in Mitch Trubisky. I really don't. I think they gave up on Nick Foles. I know a lot of Bears are saying that he's catching strides now, but it's kind of like a prove it league. And let's be honest here. If you're going to ask something to me about Mitch Trubisky, I do not have the slightest about what he's doing out there. I don't watch Bears games at all. So I'll probably catch a highlight here and there if it's a really exciting game. I'll probably watch some highlights, but like the perspective of a national person who doesn't watch Bears game very often, I would say Trubisky is not cutting the cheese. Like I honestly don't think he's a very good quarterback, but I've been wrong plenty of times before, so keep that in mind. Lawson Rev, see, this is exactly what I'm saying here. Lawson Reverend saying, yeah, Mitch Trubisky has strangely been playing well lately. And that might be because, Nick Foles took his job like 2 or 3 times already. So he's really trying to buckle down and learn the playbook or kind of like throwing the ball correctly. But Mitch Trubisky is always going to be the guy that's like going to be remembered of the Bears didn't get Patrick Mahomes. The Bears didn't get Deshaun Watson, and they got Mitch Trubisky. Like, that's insane. And I think that's one of the worst parts of it all. The fact that they ended up going with Mr. Trubisky over these two, some might say superstar type quarterbacks. That's the crazy part of it all. Like, that's insane. Let's keep on reading to the comments here. Let's keep reading. Oh, we got Joshua saying Rosen will get sacked 10 times. I don't know. I mean, the San Francisco 49ers have a better line than a lot of teams that he's been on. So he might. I'm not going to say he's not going to get sacked, but we also got to take into consideration that he probably will only be available to play if CJ Beathard is pretty much just stinking it up. That's when we'll see Josh Rosen. But you also got to take into consideration Josh Rosen has only been there since today, and he probably won't be in there till their next practice. So he's not going to learn very much. Like, even when we do see him, he's not going to have the playbook down. Like, he's not at all. And I think that's what sometimes we lost that in translation too, where yes, he gets signed, but he needs to go through the process of learning the playbook. So we might see him due to desperation from the San Francisco 49ers, but it's not going to be good for Josh Rosen at all. He's just going to feel like another failure because he doesn't know the playbook at all. And to what I've heard was Kyle Shanahan's offensive playbook is pretty intense, pretty invasive. Like it's really detailed. So I don't think he can learn it this fast personally, but I have seen crazier things happen, like the Jets beating the Rams this weekend. Crazy things happen, like the Bengals beat the Steelers this last Monday. So crazier things have happened before. We do got another super chat in the house. Audrey Simone, let me give you a quick dab. Thank you so very much. Saying Josh will be confused playing at the Cardinals field. Some humor. Yeah, and I think you're right. And here's the thing. I think we're kind of all happy and we're all excited about K1. Like, let's be honest here. I think we made the right decision as an organization. Now, at that very moment when we were, the draft was coming through, I don't think I've ever been so stressed out in a draft. Now, we had some teams saying, we had the organization, or we had the fan base split. We had people saying, yes, get Kyler Murray. He's the number one guy. He's going to move this organization to another level. And then we had the other fan base saying, no, keep Josh Rosen. He's going to progress. Give him some time. So this was one of those decisions where it could have either made or break us. And we just were fortunate. We were really fortunate that we ended up getting Kyler Murray, and he ended up improving dramatically from his first year. Now, his first year, he had some flashes, but we were still kind of being like, ooh, we're only 2 games better than we were when Josh Rosen was playing. We'll take it. We'll take it. It's baby steps. Now, this year here, being that we do have 8 wins and 6 losses, we all want 10 wins, let's be honest, but it's all progression. Right now we have 8 wins, dramatically better with the Steve Wilkes and Josh Rosen era. So 110% agree with you, Audrey. Thank you so very much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. All right, let's keep on reading to the comments below here. We got Mark Jackson, one of our trusted moderators, saying, please no spamming. If you'd like, man, definitely you can go ahead and block them. You can block the people that are spamming. That's definitely in your power. If anybody wants to be a moderator, that is your power right there, man. So definitely if you want to do something like that, man, I completely approve. Let's keep on reading to the comments. We have JV saying, let's go, Mitch. And I respect that, man. I'm not going to come here and sit here and say, don't be happy about your team. This is what it's coming down to right now. It's going to be, can the Bears, go here and out and keep winning? Can the Cardinals come, and keep winning? Because honestly, the race to the 7th seed is probably one of the most exciting things that we have seen so far. And being an Arizona Cardinal fan, so I'm really excited to see, is the Cardinals going to make it or not? But we'll definitely go ahead and figure out what happens. So we have It's Ya Boy. Hey, who do you think we can get in free agency or in the draft? Well, for the draft, it really just depends on where we land. I can't really speculate too much. All I can tell you is the position that I want. I want to get a DB. I want to get a cornerback for this, a young cornerback for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, really just depending on where we land, I can't say that we want, was it Patrick Surtain? I can't say we want him because he's probably going to go in the bottom 10 or bottom 15. If we're going, if we're going to the playoffs, we're probably going to pick in the 20s. So yes, I would like them, but they're probably not going to be available. So I guess I will talk about the draft and free agency a lot more, maybe towards the offseason and once everything's over. So great question, though. All right, keep on reading to the comments here. We do have Chris J saying Gardick is going to have a field day on Rosen. Gardick and Hassan Reddick, man, I'm really excited about the progression of what we're seeing with him, man. Is anybody concerned about Chandler Jones? I'm really serious question for you guys. Being that we had this success with Gardick, being that we had this success with Hassan Reddick, is anybody worried about Chandler Jones? Might not, because he has one more year in his contract, but are we going to extend him with the cheaper options that we have with Hassan Reddick and cheaper option that we have with Gardick? That's definitely something that I am curious to figure out what the Arizona Cardinals are going to do. What do you guys have to say? Is anybody worried about Chandler Jones by any stretch of the imagination? If no, that's completely cool. But I am a little worried just because of the cap situation, because he is going to be really expensive. A trading option might be available. We'll talk a little bit more about Chandler Jones a little later on too, because I wanted to make a video about Chandler Jones, different options that we can go ahead and explore. Just kind of like I made a video about Patrick Peterson and what we might do with him. It's all going to come down to the cap. That's all it's going to come down to. We got TRL203 saying, if only Simmons would play more, especially if Kittle plays. Yeah, right now it seems like it's trending that he's not going to play, but he can very well play. I honestly think the San Francisco 49ers are shutting it down. I'm not going to lie to you. I think the San Francisco 49ers are not in a win mode. Personally, I think they want to play spoiler as much as they possibly can, but I don't think they're in a win mode right now. I think they're completely fine with being like, hey, let's take a step back. Let's worry about draft capital, because honestly, we want to get a quarterback. And if it's not Josh Rosen, if it's not Nick Mullins, if it's not CJ Beathard, I don't want to pay this Jimmy Garoppolo guy anymore. I honestly think that they're done with him. We got another super chat in the house. Back to the Constitution 1. Man, it's been a while since I have seen you here. Back to the Constitution. Thank you so very much. At least in the live streams, you might be, watching the videos on the AZ Sports Fan. I really do appreciate you, and I missed you on the streams here before. But it says, great job. Not concerned about Rosen at all. Awesome. And that's definitely good to hear. I think most people are not really worried about him, especially because the timing into where they're getting Rosen. They're getting him on a Tuesday. We're playing on Saturday. They're saying that CJ Beathard is going to start for the 49ers. Like, that's the projection. Now, the reason why we would see Josh Rosen is only because if CJ Beathard is basically getting demolished and there's nothing happening. That's when the fan base will get loud. That's when, Kyle Shanahan might be like, oh, I got to start making some moves. That's when we start seeing him. So I'm right there with you. I don't think he's going to learn the playbook all that fast, but 110% with you right there. Back to Constitution number 2 for sure. Back to the Constitution. I will watch everyone sometimes later, not live. Oh, no, that's perfect, man. Honestly, as long as you're involved, man. I understand, man. We all have lives, like, you know what I mean. If you're not on the lives, I remember you guys, so don't worry about trying to be on here. If you guys can catch the recap or everything like that, if you enjoy it, then absolutely, I'm right there with you. All right, let's keep on reading to the comments here. We got Natalie B saying, honestly, I want to play versus Rosen. Yeah, and it might be because, the success of Rosen hasn't been very good. That's 110% right. He's been very good at all, especially in the Miami Dolphins either. So we could probably see as a win. But honestly, CJ Beathard is probably not going to be the best quarterback for them either. I got Mark Jackson with another announcement here. Definitely smash that like button, please, guys. That would mean the world to me. Right now, we have 130 people watching currently right now. If there isn't 130 likes at this very moment, I don't know what to tell you. I honestly don't know what to tell you. And right now, we're sitting with 87 likes. What in the living heck? There's 87 likes. There's 134 people in here chilling. Drop a like. That's all I ask, guys. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so very much. Drop that like. Do your best to go ahead and see if we can continue to move this trend for the Arizona Cardinals fan page here, because I want to make sure that we get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the season. Now, can we do it? I absolutely do think we can, but we'll see what happens. We got Lost in Reverence back with another super chat. I'm just going to give you 3 just kind of in a row. Bam. Thank you so very much, my friends. Saying, coming from a football standpoint, I know they're in a different conference. Thoughts on Jaguars in the position to drafting Trevor Lawrence? And here's the thing, and this is one thing that I'm really worried about, because yes, they will play the Bears, and it's just unfortunate circumstance that this is the way the schedule landed. The Jaguars are not, in my mind, in my personal opinion, have a perfect shot, a perfect opportunity to get a generational talent in Trevor Lawrence. I don't think they're going to put it their 110%. I honestly do not think. I think that they're going to try to play him tough, but I don't think they want to win this game. Why would they want to win this game when it's in their hands right now? They have Trevor Lawrence, but you also got to take into consideration is Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson? Like, is he going to designate for the draft? If he doesn't, then they'll probably look into getting Justin Fields. But that's the biggest question out there right now. I don't think they're gonna be in a win now mode. And I hate the fact that the Bears, the team that they want to take our 7th seed, is going against the Jaguars, which right now in their hands they have Trevor Lawrence. That's my concern. That's my 110% concern right now. Great question, though. Definitely great. All right, let's keep on reading to the comments here. Where are we sitting at in terms of likes now? Like, are we getting there? I'm looking at my. All right, 133 people here watching. We got 117 likes. We're almost there. Almost there. So that means there's some people just kind of hanging out and be like, nah, I'm not going to like this guy. It's all good, though. Thank you so much. Even having 117 likes is pretty amazing. So let's keep on reading to the comments. If you guys are just getting into the stream, don't forget to drop a like on this video. It helps out this channel grow tremendously. We're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the season. Let's keep on reading on to the comments here. We have TRL203 say we're probably going to trade Peterson. Well, here's the thing. Peterson is no longer under contract with the Arizona Cardinals. Like, this is his last year, unless they somehow tag Patrick Peterson, like franchise tag, transition tag, whatever you want to say. As long as if they do that, then they can trade him. But if we don't re-sign Patrick Peterson, he's a free agent. So that means anybody can go ahead and pick him up this coming offseason. So we don't really have any opportunity to trade Patrick Peterson because he's no longer in a contract after the season. So yeah, that's kind of where that lands. We got another super chat here from Nick L. Bam. Let me give you a quick dab. That was too quick. I'm sorry. Let me give you a slower one. Thoughts on Aqib Talib on TV last night? Honestly, I do not really know that. There's a lot of people saying Aqib Talib did great. When I was watching the Cardinals game, I was watching it with the volume very, very low because I was doing a watch party. So I really wasn't listening to the announcers at all. But I heard good things from him. I heard he did a really good job. But when I was doing my watch party, I was listening to the TV, but I wasn't listening to actually listen to the announcers because I was hosting a watch party. So I don't know. It's kind of the circumstances where I'm like, I really didn't hear very much, if that makes sense. Great question, though. Great question. Let's keep on reading into the comments here below. Primetime 2006 saying it's going to make me sad if Pat P is in another jersey. All the memories. Yeah, man. And it's kind of one of those things, man, where, yeah, I think there's a lot of people upset because he's getting burnt. He's getting obviously burnt. He's not the same athlete that he was, but it's still Patrick Peterson, man. We drafted him with a first-round pick. And that's kind of the concerning thing is that was a pick that was very good. That was a pick that was spot on, like a Larry Fitzgerald pick. And you just kind of adapt to those type of athletes that you kind of grew up watching. So, yes, I would honestly 110% be sad as well. But any chance the Arizona Cardinals had to trade him to try to get value from Patrick Peterson, that ship has sailed probably a year or two ago. So that's probably not going to happen. Keep on reading to the comments. Well, you guys are flying here with the comments. Keep in mind, guys, that the comments, you guys are 137 people in here compared to one person. So if you want to get your comments read, definitely consider super chatting in here just so I can make sure I read it. But definitely don't try to spam because we have some moderators in here that will shut it down. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. Let's see here. We've got Timothy Malloy saying, what do you think is the biggest threat to the Cardinals in the playoffs NFC? Anybody who's over the Arizona Cardinals in the NFC picture. And I'm being 110% honest here. The only one I don't fear is going to be the winner of the NFC East. That's 110%. It's not that I fear them, is that the Cardinals are still young. They're still a young team that can progress and get a lot better next year, especially with some young pieces in the DB position, some young pieces on the defense in general, and getting a solidified number 2 wide receiver. If you guys been rocking with the AZ Sports Fan here for quite some time, you guys know how I feel about Christian Kirk. I like him as a person. He's awesome that he's been here within the organization, for 2-3 years now. I just don't see him as a number 2 wide receiver. And I'm not going to sit here and say I said one thing when I've always been saying that I don't see Christian Kirk as a number 2 wide receiver. So to answer your question in a nutshell, every team in playoff contention that's not – so basically NFC East, whoever wins in the NFC East, that's the only team I'm like, I'll be fine with them. They're cool. But anybody else like the Saints, the Green Bay Packers, what else? Who else is there? The Rams, Seahawks. All those teams are teams that could definitely very well beat the Arizona Cardinals if we don't take care of business. Once our offense gets rolling and our defense kind of gets in a different gear, we're looking like a different team. But we've seen it. We've seen 3 games straight where the Arizona Cardinals offense looks really, really bad. And that's something that I fear that might happen again, especially if we face some defenses that are going to take that away, taking the running ability away from the Arizona Cardinals. That's what I fear. But let's keep on reading into the comments here below. Let's keep on reading what you guys have to say. Great question. Very good question. Lawson Reverend saying, we would love if the Cardinals made the wild card slot in the playoffs. Yeah, I think we all would love it, man. I think here in the Arizona Cardinal fan base, if you're not an Arizona sports fan, like the Suns, the Coyotes, the Diamondbacks, here the fan base in Phoenix is just wanting to hold on to an opportunity. We're waiting to get a team that we can believe in. And we've all adapted. The biggest fan base that I've seen so far is the Arizona Cardinals. You want to call us a football town, whatever you want to call us. this is the team that we've gravitated to. There's so much fans that are live and die with this team. And I think a close second would probably be the Suns because we have the history with the Suns, and maybe either a close third. I probably would say Diamondbacks, probably the Coyotes and Diamondbacks are probably close third. Really, just depending if you like hockey or you like if you like hockey or if you like baseball over the other. But I think that's kind of like the way the order is actually. So football is always going to be number one in my mind personally. And I think the success of this channel has skyrocketed because of the success that we're having with the Arizona Cardinals this year. Keep on reading into the comments here. You guys are coming in here with some straight great questions. We do got another one here. Lee is Skeet. Let me go ahead and get you a quick dab, my friend, saying Niners have a good O-line. It'll come down to our corners, and if we can stop the run, they also have a decent D-line. So T.O. may kill us. 24-13 Cards win. Yeah, and here's the thing. Question for you, my friend. Are you a Cardinals fan or are you a 49ers fan? Because honestly, I can respect anybody that's coming in here as a 49ers fan because I have no hate towards anybody. And let me tell you that right now. If you're cool with me as far as like another team like fan, that's awesome, man. We all have our teams that we ride and die with. But I completely agree with you. If Rosen can successfully work with a team, I think the 49ers will be a really good team for him to work out. Now, he's not going to have a very good game this weekend. He's new. He's barely got there. He's barely got there. He's been there Tuesday. We're having a game on Saturday. Can we see Josh Rosen? Yes, we absolutely can see Josh Rosen if C.J. Beathard messes up, which probably can happen. A lot of people don't really like C.J. Beathard, but yeah, that's kind of just like the situation that we're in right now. I think the news just kind of blew up. Being that Josh Rosen was a former first-round pick, and he made comments like the first 9 picks that were picked before me were big mistakes, and I quoted him completely wrong, but something along those lines. That was the biggest news, and especially going into a division rival, and the division rival we're playing this weekend. That was the biggest news that everybody was like, whoa, how crazy. What an insane move for the 49ers to do. But if you really look at what's going out there right now, the talent in quarterback, being that Jimmy Garoppolo is going through injury, being that Nick Mullins needs to get surgery, they just got C.J. Beathard. They need to get a quarterback that's going to be able to back up C.J. Beathard, and that's the route they ended up choosing, which I honestly think that's a pretty good route personally. Home team fan all the way. Perfect, man. And that's something. That's awesome, man. I definitely love to hear it. Born and raised here. Born and raised in Arizona. Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you coming onto the chat, man. It means the world to me, definitely. We're going to be doing a lot more live streams. We'll probably be hosting another watch party this coming weekend. So definitely keep tuned with my Twitter. Keep tuned with my Instagram. I'll let you guys know some news on there if we do a watch party, because a lot of people had a blast on it. I guess people just like watching my reaction. I don't know why, but it was definitely fun. An emotional roller coaster of a game against the Philadelphia Eagles for sure. We have Will Man saying, what up from Levine? What's up, dude? What's going on, man? Yeah, Levine's on the south side. That's awesome, bro. Heck yeah. Anywhere here, Chandler, Mesa, Scottsdale, Anthem. What else is out there? Glendale, Goodyear, Tullison, everybody. Everybody's welcome. If you're a Cardinals fan, everybody is welcome. Absolutely. We have Chef saying the watch party was fun. Yeah, absolutely. And I honestly was really happy with the watch party too, because during halftime, I was able to get like 5 subscribers on here so we can actually talk about like what you liked, what you want to see different this coming, what you want to see different also. So it was really cool to see. And I had the subscribers, so it was really awesome. Definitely might consider doing it again. All right, let's keep on reading on to the comments here. We got Nick123 saying, what you're talking about, Josh is going to want revenge for ruining his career. Yeah, he definitely does want revenge, but can he really get the playbook down? That's the question. One thing is to be like, yes, I want revenge. And I 100% agree with you. He's going to be like that meme that I ended up putting on my Instagram here, which was actually from a different person. And I forgot what his screen name is on Instagram, but awesome content creator on Instagram as well, but Arizona Cardinal fan as well. He put something on there. He put like a Star Wars reference where he was like, I forgot who it was. It was Darth Vader when he was younger. But yeah, basically wanting revenge. And I 110% agree with you, but can he be able to learn Kyle Shanahan's playbook in this short amount of time and be able to execute it? That's the question. Yes, he wants revenge. I agree he wants revenge, but can he be able to execute it? That's going to be the question. Papa Smurf in the house saying, I enjoyed the watch party. It was such a vibe and very entertaining. We need more. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think we've gotten so much different people that had like awesome reactions to it. So I think more than not, we probably will most likely do it again. But yes, absolutely. We have Cardinals fans saying smash that like button. Perfect. And I'm sorry to sound like a broken record, but you don't understand, guys, how much hitting that like button. It's super simple. It takes less than 2 seconds, but just hitting that like button and making it blue, it really helps the channel grow out, because there's so many different Cardinals fans out there that does not know this channel exists. And we're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the season. Now we can do it. We can definitely do it. All we need to do is make sure that all 147 of you guys that are in here right now, just hit that smash just hit that smash button. Wow, just hit that like button. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry. Also, all you guys need to do, and I would really definitely appreciate it. All right, keep on reading onto the comments here. We have Big Chunks saying 135 likes. All right, we're almost getting there. We're almost getting there. We got N Yokoyama saying Nas Sertan is going to be there when we are on the board. I like JC. I like JC Horn too. I definitely like JC Horn too. But we don't want to talk draft quite yet. We're talking playoffs right now. That's my mindset. But I agree with you though. JC Horn definitely does look good. But yes, I'm thinking playoffs right now. That's where my mindset is. 141, 140. We got 145 likes. Let's go. Bam. And that's exactly what I want to see right there. Everybody coming together and just making sure we smash that like button. That right there, that 2 seconds that it took definitely helps us get to where we want to get to, guys. So let's keep on reading to the comments. We might go ahead and end the stream here shortly, guys. I didn't even know I was talking for an entirety of an hour already. That's insane to me. Perfect. But we might be ending this stream here shortly, guys. I did see a comment here that I definitely want to go ahead and put up. Where did it go? So we have Richie, and the reason why I put Richie up here, because this guy has been on a few of my live streams, about 2 or 3 of them, and there were the post-game 2 games that happened. Amazing, awesome guy, man. Thank you so very much for joining the stream, my friend. Means the world that you came back. But he says, we want that playoff berth. Absolutely, 110%. I care more for that than I care about where we land in the draft right now. I don't want to think about who we can get in the draft right now. I want to think when can we get to the playoffs? This is what we're going to need. We haven't been to the playoffs in 5 years. It's needed. We definitely need it. Can you like it more than once? I don't think you can like the video more than once, but that's a great question. So all you need to do is just hit it till it turns blue. Don't hit it anymore, because then it'll go away. All right, guys, let's go ahead, and we have a Heavenly Pillar saying Bird Gang. Yes, absolutely. We're 163 likes now. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody getting together and just smashing that like button. Let's go ahead and keep reading to the comments. Let's do this. We got 2 more minutes. Give me your best questions on here, and I will continue. I'll try to read them. So 2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. Put it on here, and we'll see if we can go ahead and read them, and then we'll go ahead and cut the stream from there on out, because I didn't even know I've been talking for about an hour already. This is insane. All right, let's keep on. So let's say Jonathan, the artist, says, do you think Reddick is coming back this Sunday because we need him to stack Josh Rosen so he can win for the Saturday? I think Reddick will play, definitely. He's hitting a year like we haven't seen before, man. I love that we're seeing this from Reddick. I don't understand why any defensive coordinators – I don't understand why our defensive coordinators did not think to put him on the outside linebacking position. Like, that was his position of choice, like, in college. Why did we try to make him something that he wasn't? I don't understand it. I really don't get it. But I love that he's getting, the success that he's getting. Kudos to him. He was a first-round pick, which a lot of people didn't really like. Because there was a Reuben Foster back then. Now, keep in mind, we didn't know if Reuben Foster at that very moment was going to have all these big, woes, all these big outside noise that was going on, and all the injuries that he's had as well. So at that moment, Reuben Foster was better as far as like a better prospect than Hassan Reddick was. So just got to keep that into perspective as well, that yes, it's awesome. But we also got to keep in knowledge here that the fact that Hassan Reddick is working in his last year, it just sucks that his last year he's finally starting to progress now. Audrey Simone said only 30 people like it. There is 131 in the chat, but I only see 30. Really, you might. What happens, Audrey? I think if you've gotten in here like when it was at 30, you might need to leave and then like come back. And what happens is it refreshes the likes. So yeah, I think we're like 160 something right now. But that's what happened to me too. Like I literally have to refresh it. All right, guys. Last question here. Whose last question is this gonna be? Alex, let's go. Alex Huntley said, "How do you feel about Chris Banjo?" I love it, man. I like Chris Banjo. I really do. I love Jalen Thompson. It's just he couldn't stay on the field. And Chris Banjo is the next best thing. I wanted Deontay Thompson to do it, but Deontay Thompson couldn't. I guess keep up with what Chris Banjo is doing. So definitely awesome, guys. If you guys can do me a big, huge favor here, definitely go ahead and put some fist bumps on the chat below. That's usually how we end our live streams. If you guys are new to the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube, that's how we end the live streams. Just some fist bumps on the chat below. We will have another live stream probably Friday, maybe Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, just kind of really depending on it happens. If it's Saturday, it's probably going to be the watch party. If it's Thursday, it'll probably be a call-in time. But make sure you have your post notification bell on. Put your post notification bell on YouTube so you're aware when I do put, go on live or when I drop the next video. If you guys have not seen my collaboration with Suns Geek, it's available. Definitely, if you're a Suns fan, check that out. It's a video that I just posted probably 20 minutes before I started streaming this. And if you wanted to see the preview for Arizona Cardinals and San Francisco 49ers, now I made it. I didn't know Nick Mullins at that moment isn't playing, so keep that in mind. So watch that as well. Definitely drop a like on all those videos. Help the channel grow out tremendously, guys. It's been a pleasure to speak to every single one of you guys. I will catch you on the next stream later. Have a great rest of your night. All right, guys. Bird Gang, I am out. Thank you so much.